About a month ago, I was involved in a discussion on a Facebook page where somebody was saying that they were fed up with their square filter systems and all the faff that it kind of had around it, and surely magnetic filters would be easier. And I piped up, having never had a magnetic filter, saying I don't think that you're going to necessarily find that. I think that it's going to be a different experience, but why not just embrace the faff of the square filter? Because at the end of the day, you've still got a filter holder, you've still got to square it on, you've still got to do all kinds of things. And is it a big, I'm going to get wet, is it a big change? You might avoid one or two steps, but overall I don't think things are going to be any quicker. And then, as luck would have it, Freewell sent me an email, said, would you like to showcase our new version 2 of the magnetic filter and polarizer system? I said, yeah, you bet. Thank you. A month later, I'm on the beach with that filter system. This is genuinely the first time I've actually used it. I've read the manual, I've played with it at home, I haven't taken any shots with it, I've had a go. And it's on the camera down here right now, and I am shooting. Hey, do I dare? That one there, I'm going to get out of the way quickly. Long lens, I've shot, well, at least one of these before, probably that one, because that one's isolated. And I'm kind of giving it a go. Now, it's very bright, and this filter system only goes up to, and you see I've got to check this, 7 stops. And with it being very bright, that's really not a great deal to really smooth this water. I think it's given me maybe a second or so. It's quite a fierce kind of rolling waves coming in here. It's giving a nice amount of movement. For the moment, I think I'll just get a few shots and maybe wait a little while for this sun to go down, because it's really still very fierce. Mind you, the shots I'm getting I'm quite happy with. Then it's not smoothing the water in a really long exposure. I'll get maybe 2 seconds if I really stop down, but it's doing enough to create some dynamic in the image. And of course, effectively, all we're really doing here is talking about an ND filter. It's a dark grey, hopefully neutral density filter with no colour casting and such. And we're going to see what it's like. And indeed, even if there is a bit of colour casting, which I don't think there is, looking at the other reviews that I've seen, even if there is, it's digital. It's so easy to correct it out in any case. Right, I've got a long exposure going. I'm managing to get the shutter speed really down now because the light is, well, it's gone. Well, it hasn't gone. It's still rather bright out there, but there's not that much of it. What have we got there? That's the kind of image that I was hoping to get earlier. I really like that. What I now need to do is to capture, let me just come back over here, is to capture, let me just take this off. Doing this one-handed is a pain. Come here. Oh, what a pain that was. Now, just being me cack-handed because I'm holding the camera as well. I'm just going to get a short shutter speed one of those, and what I'm doing here is I'm capturing the stillness of the birds on the posts, because over the course of 20 seconds they're going to move, they're going to be blurry, all that kind of thing, and I'm going to basically composite this in post and end up with an image that looks a bit like this. Over here I'm capturing, and on this camera you almost certainly can't see them, the set of posts that are over there. Hey! Oh, I had to get wet feet, hey? That was dumb. Anyway, oh God, I've got another one coming. What does that look like? 20-second exposure. That's rather nice. Hell. Oh dear. I should have come out in sandals, shouldn't I? Sandals in April. This is madness. Right, let's get that off the front. Oh, Damn, all of the sodding birds have gone now. These shenanigans went on for quite some time. I hope you like the images. Let's have a look at the components of the kit. Now, it comes in a rather nice little package. These things seem ubiquitous these days. Now, inside we've got this nice lift arrangement where we can just kind of pick our things out. Oops, let's drop that. So that's the 72mm one. We'll put that to one side. This is your adapter ink, screws on the front of your lens, and we've also got the filter arrangement itself. We'll put this to one side for a moment over here. We'll grab a lens and we will screw this on the front here. There we are. It's on. You need to get that relatively tight, but you can't do too much with it. And anyone that's ever struggled to get these filters off will realise that doing them too tight is often a complete mistake. Onto the front of this, let me just undo the little screws. I'll talk about the screws in a moment. That simply goes like that. And you may have just noticed a screw drop out. I was going to talk about the screws a little later, but let's talk about it now. Luckily, I saw where that went on the carpet. Now, these are tiny. The point is that these aren't captive in the filter, and it is the only, and I have to really point this out, it is the only complaint I have about it, because these are pretty important. Now, you don't need both. It will work with one, but it's better with two. These hold the filter on, and they're quite important. Of course, I've got to point out that the purpose of them is not so you can pick the gone again. What I would suggest you do, and this is a really serious point, is put one screw in a bag, in a small plastic bag, and store it in here or somewhere else in your camera bag, because if you drop this in the undergrowth or on the beach or even on the carpet, heck, you may not see these tiny screws, and that's going to be a real problem. The purpose of spinning this around is to set your polarization. When you've got the polarization set, you simply lock it in place with the screw or screws. What we then have is this outer knurled ring, which allows us to twist the filter through from 3 stops here to 7 stops here. There's no clicking involved, but there is an arrow on it, and it allows us to go really very smoothly throughout the range of 3 to 7 stops. When I was out on the beach, I said that there was no colour cast, so I've done a couple of tests. What I've done is I've used this lens to fire some shots at the LED panel that's lighting me now, and I set the white balance to sunny, and then I'll let the camera work out the exposure for having no filter, and then the filter with no polarization. Well, there isn't any polarization, just looking straight into the light, so that's not an issue. So set at 3 stops and then set at 7 stops. So we've got 3 images. Nothing, 3 stops, 7 stops. You shouldn't see any change in colour in this, which is testament to the fact there's absolutely no colour cast on this filter, which is great news. But I think we also need to talk about the lens cap, or in this case, just filter cap, but obviously if it's on the lens, it's a lens. You get what I mean. Because we've got this nice front one, which goes over the front element, and really lovely and strong. But also in the package, we've got this one. And you've got B on one side and A on the other. And that's because it works both with this and gives you a lovely kind of little protected pancake package there. That's very nice. Or you can take that off, and with the A side, it will attach to that on your on the filter ring, and that's really very, very nice. It's a really, really good idea, and it gives you a great deal of protection. The only thing I would say is it would have been nice to have two of those, one to do that and one to do that, rather than one that does both, because now I can't protect that on its own. So you could argue, well, you just put it back in there, and of course now it's protected. But if this is somewhere in my camera bag and I've got a big pocket that I can put that into, then I'd like to put that into a pocket as well. So if I was to improve on this, the two improvements I would make is two A and B covers, be a great thing, and to retain these little screws, because they're easy to lose. The proof in a lot of these products for me is, would I use them? Yeah, would I take this kit out in preference to the to this square kit out? And indeed, not even necessarily that square kit. I've got a full Lee square kit as well. For absolute simplicity, and if I'm not expecting in any way to use a graduated filter, I'm taking that any time, because it's just so small and lightweight, and it's so much easier to use. For me, it's a great little product. I will continue to use it. You will see it being used in videos going forward, in much the same way as you've seen me use other gear that I've reviewed in the past as well. I think it's really nice. It's the version 2 hybrid system from Freewell. If you're interested, there's links down below, affiliate links, so if you do buy through the link, then you're supporting the channel, which is really nice. If you'd just like to support the channel on its own, please do. There's a join link below, or other links below, to buy me a coffee or send Superthanks. Buy me a coffee is much better for me, because YouTube swallows 30% of anything you give me through YouTube. So yeah, if you'd like to support me, buy me a coffee. If you don't want to buy me a coffee, that's fine as well. But please do click the like button down there. If you've liked the video, click the button that specifically says that you've liked the video. That's it. We'll see you next week. Take care. My eyes are watering from keeping them open too long now.